This is Spirit's Take. I'm Ben. He's Chuck. Ole Miss beats Vanderbilt 57-35 to move to 3-3 on the year, 1-2 in the SEC. And Chuck, after the Auburn game, all you heard from coaches and players was how they wanted to use that second half where they outscored Auburn 21-9 as a turning point for the season. Now, I'm not saying that's what this was, but at least for 1 week, mission accomplished.
No question, they built off of that second half and they didn't play a perfect game today, but this was almost a must-win situation, Ben. For the fans' sake, for the players' sake, the coaches' sake, they had to have this game against a Vanderbilt team that they matched up well with, and they did a good job getting it. Even though they fell behind early in the game, had an explosive second quarter offensively and defensively, and it propelled them to the very needed win.
28 points in the second quarter. Ole Miss rolls up 57 points. And again, Vanderbilt's not a very good football team, but 50 points against an SEC team is 50 points. And I think one big takeaway from the whole game is defensively, the defensive line got pressure, got sacks. Marquise Haynes has been gone for a while, and he really showed up today.
Yeah, Marquise was the catalyst, obviously, on the defensive side. But I also like what defensive coordinator Wesley McGriff and his staff have done with guys like Breland Speaks, putting them at defensive end, where I think he's a more natural defensive end than he is a three technique. I think he was getting lost in the wash as a three technique. That's using your players' abilities, and I think that's very critical. We're seeing more of guys like Cam Ordway, guys like Javian Hamilton, and those guys are making plays, and that's what you got to have moving forward.
Moving forward, now kind of forecasting this forward, you got 2 more home games, 2 games that you would think that Ole Miss could be competitive in. How can they use this game, and what are the positives, what they need to work on, what do you build on?
Well, everybody needed a shot of confidence, from the fans to the coaches to the players, and if this doesn't give you a shot of confidence, then I don't know what would. A win was just critical. I can't express enough how critical it was to get this victory, and now that Ole Miss has, let's see if they build on it again. Now they're 3-3. Prior to the season, I thought they should have been 4-2. But they're only 1 game behind what I considered a good schedule, and they're coming off a good win. They've got some momentum. They got some confidence. A resurging LSU team's coming in here. They've beaten Florida on the road and then beat undefeated Auburn at home. No, excuse me, Auburn had lost to Clemson, but undefeated in the SEC. So it's going to be a tough task this Saturday, but at least Ole Miss will be on an up note.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing you can't deny. That's one thing Ole Miss needed. I mean, for so much negative for so long, to have a win, a convincing win. It wasn't by the skin of their teeth. They beat up on Vanderbilt. It was good to see. Ole Miss beats Vanderbilt 57-35. He's Chuck. I'm Ben. Thanks for watching.